You're going to be under arrest.
For what?
For not listening to me.
I think the emergency is the video, somebody's videotaping.
Okay. And the shirt says, I believe, balls deep. He says his name is Captain Awesome.
Hey guys, Rogue Nation here with you today, and we got a awesome video, trespassing fail. Comes to us out of Burnett County, Texas, by a channel called Integrity Now News. Newer guy's got 465 subscribers, or maybe he's not new and just hasn't been able to get his stuff out there, but he's definitely got some good stuff. He's doing some good work out there, so definitely check him out and see what he's got his hands in investigating in the water department. This it's a non-profit airport board. So definitely a lot of interesting stuff that he's got going on, and he's got inside guys. The guy right here that we're looking at with the cowboy hat, he actually invited him to videotape this board meeting. You guys will see how the video will play out. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the situation, and yeah, definitely go by to Integrity Now News and tell him I said thanks for standing up for our rights and for taking his time to investigate corruption, because again, like I said, we need more people out there like this, and every day we're coming across more and more people that are picking up this camera and going out there and asking these questions that need to be asked. So props to him, and we'll see you guys on the next one, because like I always say, there's always going to be a next one.
The drink on. You get some water.
Danny. Danny.
Don't touch me.
Don't get out of my hanger.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Get off my property.
I'm videotaping this for Wesley.
My property.
Wesley asked me to
Get
videotape.
off my property.
Don't touch me.
Get off my property.
Call the
I will
police.
call the sheriff.
You already put your hands on him.
I just.
Private property.
Yeah.
This is a
public meeting.
No, it's not a public.
Yes, it is.
It's a private.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Private meeting.
And we can move this over to my hangar if you would like, if that offends you.
No, I'm not going to be videoed.
Oh, you are being videoed.
Oh, good. Let me video you. How ridiculous is this?
What's going on?
Just so you know.
Okay, excuse me.
I know, but I just want to make
Okay, hey, no, we're not doing that.
Okay.
I'll talk to you. Come over here.
Okay.
What's going on?
Well, we're having a private corporation. We have an airport here.
Okay.
We have a private corporation that manages it.
Okay.
We're the board of directors, president, vice president isn't here, officer, treasurer.
Okay.
This gentleman has decided to come into my hangar and videotape inside my hangar our private meeting.
Okay.
And my private hangar. And I don't care who requested it. It's my property. I asked him to leave nicely, and he's refused.
Okay. Which gentleman is it?
He's inside there.
Okay.
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 He is a felon and he did 7 years in the state penitentiary. We just want him out of the fucking meeting. He doesn't own property here. He's not a pilot. He has no personal business here. He comes here every time to instigate and put the shit on YouTube. They're asked to leave. He won't leave. CTN.
Whose hangar is this?
Mine.
Your personally owned hangar?
I own it,
Okay.
yes.
Is it,
It's real private property.
okay. So the meeting is not public or anything?
No, it's a privately held
private?
corporation by the members of this airport.
Okay.
It's
All right.
not public. It's all private.
Okay.
Private.
Okay.
No property.
No.
Okay. All right. How you doing, sir?
How are you doing?
What's going on?
They're having a board meeting and I'm videotaping it.
Okay, all right. Well, she's asked you to leave her privately owned hangar.
This is a public meeting.
I know, but it's a privately owned hangar. So if they don't want you here, then
Your buddy went down this road before.
yeah. Who's that?
Yeah.
What's his name?
King.
King.
Chris King?
Yep.
And he had to apologize.
He had to apologize?
Yes.
Okay.
He didn't, but he was supposed to.
All right. Well, I get that it's a publicly owned meeting, but if it's in a personally owned hangar and they ask you to leave,
Okay.
We have, also own a hangar, and I'm on the
Okay.
board of directors, and I've offered to relocate the meeting to my hangar.
Okay.
Because I don't have objections, and then the lady who complained objects to that, so.
okay.
And per a court order, they have to have these meetings in front of the membership.
Okay.
Which she has a copy of.
Okay, so I get with the public meeting, it kind of throws a little wrench into it. Okay.
And the
But-
court order throws a monkey wrench into it too.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
All right.
The corporation is a 501c4, which is registered as a nonprofit and has a whole set of Texas laws around discrimination and things like that. So that fits into this too as well.
Okay. All right.
And he is a director, and he has asked me to videotape this meeting.
Okay. All right. Well, my sergeant's coming over here, so I'll get with him, try to figure out
Okay.
kind of what's going on.
Perfect.
We'll kind of go from there. Okay.
Yeah, if we could just get them to relocate the meeting.
I can't help with that. It's
No, I know you
yeah,
can't. I know you
but
can't.
it's one of those things. So, all right. Yep.
One 138, status.
Now. 46.
Proceed. So this is a board meeting. Apparently this guy filming has done this before, and they tell me, I guess, Investigator King has been here before on patrol, and he's had to apologize for the same thing, because apparently this either kicked him out or did something. I don't know if that's true or not, but the female out here owns it. They're trying to have a meeting, but I guess he's been asked to come in here and film. Well, I guess they don't like that, because he's been causing issues before, but I know there's certain laws with have a meeting, and I'm just not sure how to proceed with this, because it's a privately owned hangar they're having this meeting at, and if she's asking you to leave and you're not, but I know kind of the same with like a city council meeting or something, but that's like
HOAs are completely different.
Yeah.
So he was invited to film?
They say he has no property or anything here, but there's two other guys with him over there, and the guy, the cowboy hat right here next to our gentleman filming,
has another hangar, and he's trying to convince them to move it to another hangar and doing all this other stuff. So, but
is somebody here telling him he can film this?
somebody, yeah,
Somebody that's part of what's going on.
yeah. But I guess the I don't know the ranking structure here of everyone. But yeah, from the guy filming, he was asked to come and film the meeting, and she said it's been an issue before where he puts it on YouTube and stuff like that. So I don't.
It's not a government meeting.
No.
So it's not open to the public. But if somebody's inviting him here to film, it's not like there's much that we can actually do with him.
Yeah.
It sounds like they need to. Is he on the board or he just lives here?
I need to ask him that to see what his affiliation is with this. But I mean, if it's an open meeting for the HOA, I mean, unless it's, I just read something that says like an executive meeting, it's not open, then they can have it sit down. But
in the end, if somebody that's involved in the meeting is inviting him to record, it's up to them. They can ask them to stop it.
I'll get a little bit more info from him. Is this a HOA or POA meeting?
It is we're neither one, no.
So what is it?
We're a privately held corporation, and it's a corporate board meeting.
It's a corporate board meeting, okay.
Yes,
And this
for
gentleman...
Spiceman Pilots Association.
It's a board meeting, not a members meeting, okay?
Okay, so it's not open...
Members are able to observe the board meeting. They're not involved in the meeting.
Okay.
And my whole point is I don't want video in my hangar. I've got too much stuff in there.
Understandable.
And I don't want my face on video on YouTube.
We're not a POA or an HOA.
Right.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out the legality of everything to what we can do. Because I don't know if we can officially stop him from filming.
Well, if I ask him to leave my property, can't you have him removed?
What you need to tell him is to come see the stake right there.
Yeah.
That's the property line, and he can come right here and video all he wants. Now he's on a private road, but you can consider it a public viewing point.
Yeah.
And there's no expectation of privacy from a public place.
I gotcha. So the privately owned corporation meeting, and it's a board meeting, I guess not open. What is his affiliation, or who invited him?
He's
or?
a crony and buddy of some people that do own a hangar.
Okay.
And he comes to every meeting and sticks his camera in people's faces, disrupts the meeting, so he can go put it on YouTube and run his little Integrity Now channel.
Yeah, he even accosted him once at a water board meeting.
All his beef is with a water company where there's a huge lawsuit, and he's brought that shit into this airport because we get the water from the same company. He's not a pilot. He doesn't own any real property. He has no stake in anything inside this airport. And he comes over here to get content to go put it on YouTube and continue his little rift that he has with everybody, including the Burnett County Sheriff's Office. And we've in all the meeting notices to the membership, there's no videography, but you may audio record all you want. And what does he do? He says, I don't give a shit. I'm going to come in here and stick a camera in their face. And that's exactly how it started this morning. He goes right up to her and gets right on her, this close, with his little camera. And you can go on his YouTube channel and see where he sticks the camera in, elderly women's faces to try to see what they'll do. And then he says, don't touch me, oh, and makes a huge scene, and he's a fucking child.
Are the people that he's doing this for here at this meeting?
Well, I don't know who he's particularly doing it for.
As far as whoever invited him here to do this, are they here?
Yes.
I guess.
Is that
the guy standing next
the two
to
gentlemen next to him?
I think so.
Okay, all right.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. I just asked him not to video.
He pulled this at a water board meeting, and he had filed assault charges against me. The only thing he didn't know that somebody else filmed it. And so I had to get a lawyer to get the
guy's
charges taken away. And you guys investigated it. in the
He's not in our
video,
system. I haven't
what I
looked
did,
him
I
past
laid a
that.
piece of paper on
No,
his
he's
chest.
not in your system.
Right.
And
He's
so,
not in
you
the
know,
county
you
system.
say, if you're charging assault charges against him, on the 1 to 10, how bad did it hurt you? He said a 3. Well, laying a piece of paper on your chest that he had already put on my chest, it wasn't a 3. He's lying on his police report. But you guys let it go because he's caused us so many problems.
Even y'all's detective was like, oh, he's some member of some organization, the Sovereign Citizens Group or some shit. You know, the guy starts laughing.
I mean, the only way I can see relieving this issue is to, dismiss the meeting, or I don't know what you call it. Is
And go upstairs, but we'd really like to have the meeting in front of the people like Doug who drove from Houston.
Yeah,
He is
yeah.
a paying member. Right. We'd like to conduct our business
Understandable.
without this, extraterrestrial guy who's here
The
to
part where
disrupt
we
the
start to
meeting.
get tied is when somebody involved at the meeting site invites him in.
Well, I understand that.
And
I totally get
But how
it.
can you invite somebody into my hangar?
But we're not doing videography in the meeting.
But
We reserve that right.
if you're having that open meeting, though, they can do that. It's
This is not a city council meeting.
understandable.
in the end, your beef is not actually with the gentleman doing the recording. It's the people he's doing the recording on
No, my
behalf
beef
of.
is with the guy recording.
Right, but he's doing it on behalf of somebody.
Well, that's what he claims, but he comes.
But if he's here doing that on behalf of somebody that is here, that is the person you actually have the issue with. Yes, what he's doing you have the issue with, but he's doing that for somebody. That's what the issue comes down to. So if that person says, yeah, I want him, he can be here with me recording while I'm here.
On my property.
It's like you and your husband at home, and somebody's coming over, you tell him you can't come in my house, your husband says, come on in.
Well, no, I didn't say he couldn't come in. I said he
Right,
can't video inside my hangar. I've got millions of dollars worth of stuff in there.
I believe you.
And I don't
I believe
want it to be on YouTube so somebody comes over here and breaks in.
Right.
This is a safety issue on top of the fact that I don't want my face on it, but I don't want all my boats and my airplanes and cars and trucks and all the rest, motorcycles, all the rest of that shit on YouTube. Somebody could break into my hangar.
We understand. Yeah.
I mean, that's a safety issue there.
We don't have a problem if he attends and observes the meeting, even if he's not a paying member. He can audio record all he wants. He'll get the same thing, okay, without videography edited up how he wants it to be for his YouTube channel. We don't allow videography. It was in the meeting notice. No videography. Audio record all you'd like.
But as far as your rules and regulations, we can't enforce those. So
I'm not
that's
asking you.
I know that, but that's going to be
he's not-
something.
He's not following the rules, so he was asked to leave the private property, and he's refused. It's fee simple, real property.
But like you're saying, if y'all go to an executive session to where it's only the board, and y'all close it, then he, I guess, technically no longer has any, right to be here for it. So.
See him now, Wesley Perkins.
What's he wearing?
He's
had the
got a
black
shoulder
hat.
bag. And he's, there's a lot of
He's
stuff going
the
on.
one he's with. That's not the gentleman doing the recording.
No.
That's who I need to talk to.
Okay.
Wesley?
I'm sorry?
Are you Wesley Perkins?
Yes.
Can we chat with you for a minute?
Yes, you bet.
How you doing? I'm Adam Crispin in the sheriff's
Adam?
office.
Yeah.
My deputy, Travis.
Travis.
Simon.
Yeah, we've been talking to each other.
Yep, yep. So,
Travis. Yes, sir. That's your fine.
so it sounds like the end, I guess anything kind of funnels back to you if I'm understanding it right. My understanding is you invited the gentleman to be here with you to do the recording.
Yes.
And he's the one they're having the issue with. So it sounds like everything's kind of filtering back down to you.
Yeah. So I offered a solution. I own a hangar that's on the main road that comes in, and I said we could relocate to my hangar. And I've done that in the past as well. In fact, this did come up once before, and I offered, let's just move the meeting down to my hangar, get off her private property.
Right.
And they just kind of let it go away, and everything went on, and we continued to film it. So this time she just got a firmer stance that she didn't want to. And even in the past, her husband has videotaped our meetings, and and we've done it forever. But if she doesn't want this, then the answer is, okay, let's just go to my hangar.
Just out of curiosity, if you don't mind me asking, what's the purpose for videotaping it?
We're required to document the meeting. State law required. We're a nonprofit association.
Okay.
And we're required to document meetings, even audios are a part of that. Renee can help me with a little bit on that. Nothing says that you have to video.
Right.
And so that's just...
I understand that's the more common way people...
Audios
or videos more common these days than audio used to be when things were coming up.
Once iPhones came out, probably.
Yeah.
You know, you're just recording. Period. It's a video and audio. Now, the one thing that I did ask, that I had one condition on him, and this, I think this goes back to an objection that she made years ago, that Danny used to record, not under my request, but just under general request. He would always videotape the meetings, as he does for. There's a private water company that does that. And he is a member of that association. There was a time when Danny posted, trying to get leverage and things that happened, wrong, things that people are doing wrong. He posted those on YouTube.
Okay.
And so I conditioned that with Danny, that nothing, this is for membership only. So his, or members and people that are at the meetings, but no YouTube posting, and he agreed to that. So that's, so if it's just for the purposes of our association, I don't see how they can object to it. But we can easily just move the meeting someplace else, and then two of the guys said, no, I'm not going in your hangar. Okay, you're invited to, you don't want to, fine.
Not that we can do anything with my understanding. I guess the meeting notice said something about no recording.
No videography.
He did, and he's gotten several pushbacks from members about that. So we can't restrict it. And so this just kind of pushes that to a head.
Right.
So is there any way that we can, continue this, but respecting with, the audio recording is good to go, but as far as respecting their wishes of no videoing, because she's bringing up the issue of a safety concern of filming inside her hangar and then possibly being posted to YouTube and stuff like that. But if there's a way that y'all can come to terms with that, and because I know there's members that came from other, longer distances to be here, just to continue this meeting, is there a way that we can respect that, or can't tell you what to do, but we can only just ask you. Yes, sir.
If y'all don't mind, and you can join me, but I'd just like to ask the other group. I am a board member, but I represent the members themselves. And I like their opinions and what they would prefer to do.
In the end, it's going to come down to
cancel the meeting.
You and them. It's either cancel, move it, or they go into executive session, which sucks because then the membership can't be involved in that.
Well, they can't conduct normal business in executive session.
That's way above where we can go.
But they can't legally. It's a violation of state law.
Unfortunately, that's not a state law we have anything to do with.
No, I know.
We're on the criminal side. So if you want to do that real quick, and hopefully we can come to a conclusion here.
Danny? Bruce? You guys, here, I'm just going to throw this up.
Yeah. All right, so we have asked them politely if they're willing to just respect your wishes of no videography. Still audio record if they want to, but seeing if they'll respect that. So he's asking trying to get other people's opinions on it. He wants everyone to be involved, so just respecting that. But if it doesn't go that way, if y'all want to cancel the meeting, reconvene at another time, and then they're going to, take off and leave, then it kind of gets this issue solved today, but it's just going to be another headache as far as trying to get this rescheduled down the road. And unfortunately, I know people drove in from farther distances. I understand that.
Yeah,
but
we want to get the business at hand done.
Yeah. But we're trying to work out everything we can, just with being civil with everything. But as far as right now, we don't have anything criminal. It's just kind of we're trying to mitigate the civil side of things. But as far as the laws of with the meetings and stuff, that's not something that we can enforce. We'll try to see if they can respect the wishes. If not, then it's going to be up to y'all as the board to figure out what y'all are going to do.
Okay.
So, we just don't want to violate anyone's rights or anything like that. So,
Right.
but we try to want to work this out for the best of y'all and best of them, and then see if we can't come to some peaceful resolution. So,
I mean, it's just insane. I just don't understand why I can't be a grown-up and say, okay.
I see it every day. I ask myself the same question. You know, why can't people just be grown-ups and, you know, do things civilly? But no, there's not. No. That's going to get me on a tangent about this generation coming up. But let me see where we're at. Okay.
Sorry, I should make it known to everybody, but I
Sounds like
most of the
people here prefer to be
under the
videotaped,
condition
not
that
just
it
audio
not
taped.
be put
Okay.
on the web. Let it be for members only or people at the meeting like yourself.
And that's just going to be up to the board to figure out what they're going to
So
do.
at that point, it's either
So Danny
they
agreed
continue
to
the
that.
meeting
So
as
there
it's
won't be
going,
any posting
they move
on the internet,
to the,
on
whatever, I don't know if executive section, close that one,
What
or
is it, YouTube?
they call it a day.
Yeah. I mean,
We can't force the hand at this point. We're
Yeah.
keeping the peace.
So the biggest thing is that here, not filming here, then they're going to have to find another venue if that's the main concern. Okay. Who's the top dog of the board? That's you. Okay. So it sounds like a general consensus from everyone is they would rather have it videotaped than audio recorded. So it's going to be up to y'all how y'all want to, take that or move forward with it. So it's going to be up to y'all as a board to figure out what y'all are going to do today. Either reconvene at another time or whatever y'all need to do. But it sounds like generally from everyone they'd rather have it videotaped. And if it's an issue as far as being recorded in this, finding another venue or something of that nature, that's going to be completely up to y'all.
Sure, of course.
So, but let me just kind of let y'all know where we're at with all that. So if y'all want to discuss and go from there, then
Okay.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
So, other members have spoken up and they said, hey, if it's his hangar that's an issue, we can go to my hangar or this hangar.
Yeah.
So they have other locations, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. But
If they want to move.
yeah, the gentleman,
Because he thought that maybe she didn't want to move because it was going to his hangar.
Okay, all right.
So,
I mean, if there's another member that has.
Yeah, there's two other ones.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Over there.
Okay.
Me too.
All right. The guy in the brown jacket and the hat, he's like the top dog of the board, so I let him know. I mean, it sounds like a general consensus from everyone is they want it filmed rather than audioed, and it might be up to y'all from find another venue, reconvene another time. But I know with other members driving in from farther, it's a pain right
All
now.
of them like no problem with
they have it
They're
real
what?
clear.
All of them like no problem with it. And I guess the agreement was is he wasn't going to be posting on YouTube.
Okay.
It was just for the members of that can't be here and the members that are here. So.
Okay. Can we have them come over here and have a chat with them? Or,
I'm good either way.
yeah.
Because I think we got down to where it needs to be,
Okay.
so they can make their final decision what they want to do.
Okay. All right. It's up to y'all if y'all want to come over here and talk to everyone and kind of figure everything out. But I think the general consensus from everyone else is moving it to somebody else's hangar that's not this gentleman in the black hat. But that's, again...
this is the problem. Man.
Yeah.
I'm a professional. I volunteer on this board.
Understandable.
I'm not going to be put on YouTube and butchered up from this guy, and he is a clown, and I'm not interested in that. So
Understandable.
we're not going to do that.
Okay.
We have a quorum of the board members here without that gentleman, and we'll figure out what we need to do. But,
Okay. Well, sorry for the headache. I mean, I wish we could do a lot more for you, but our hands are tied to a certain point.
For sure.
But, we just want to see a peaceful resolution, and then, hopefully if y'all reconvene, then hopefully they just get out of here and then
Exactly.
stop
When you go
recording.
back and you talk to the fellows, the department, the sheriffs, they'll know his name.
Yeah, I'm sure I think my sergeant ran him. I don't know if he's in our actual.
What's his name?
I'm not sure. My sergeant?
Yeah.
Adam Crispin.
Oh, I'm talking about, there's another sergeant that was involved in my case.
Oh, okay. All right.
And he,
How long ago was that?
A little over a year?
yeah,
Okay.
right out a year.
Why can you not issue him a CTN?
I'm sorry.
Why
The criminal
can you-
trespass
yeah.
warning? Just because it's with the meeting aspect of it, and it's being held here. It'd be different if if y'all canceled the meeting, y'all said, hey, this is no longer a meeting, and he's still on your property doing whatever he needs to do, and he's still not leaving after y'all told him to leave. then definitely we can do that. But it sounds like if this meeting's being kaput from the gentleman in the hat who's invited him, that I don't see why they're not going to leave. But the fact that the meeting's been thrown into the mix and there's different things, laws that fall under, we just can't do that. But again, if y'all cancel the meeting and this is no longer an actual privately function, have anything to do with the meeting, and he's still standing here saying, "Hey, I'm not leaving," all day we'll get him out of here. But with that in the mix, it just throws a little wrench into it. So
it's called a rock and a hard place.
It is.
And
Yeah.
when you're immature, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't get people to agree. And it's been an ongoing fight. This didn't start today.
Yeah.
And it started with the water board. They've ruined the water board. They've got some of their people on it. They'll run it aground about 8 months, which, as a low in the lake, I've served on the water board for 8 years. And so I know the issue there very well. And I'm a friend with Calvin.
Yes, sir.
But Calvin did not help me in that last thing, and he tried to accuse Calvin of that at a meeting.
Okay.
And Calvin just sat there. He said, "Bill, I didn't say a word because I knew Calvin wasn't involved in it."
Yeah, there's probably a little conflict of interest there. So
I didn't want him to be involved, and he wasn't. But he accused him because he knows I know Calvin. I helped Calvin get elected and some other stuff. But that guy will accuse anybody of anything just to stir the pot.
Yes, sir.
And he's the one that's been in prison for drugs. So, but you talk to the other sergeant. I wish I could think of his name. He'll go, "Oh yeah."
So we have Sergeant Knowles, Sergeant Akers, and we had Sergeant Akers. Okay, yeah. He's our other day shift sergeant. So okay.
Yeah, you mentioned my name and his name. He'll go, "Oh no, my last name is Ernest."
Okay.
So
okay. All right. Well, it sounds like we're gonna get out of here, and then do y'all need a documentation number for anything or business card for anything y'all need a reference?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, if y'all do, we keep everything on file, and then we can give you that number if needed. So, all right. Well, I hope y'all have a better day.
That's better than what I have.
Well, it's a little experimental.
Yeah.
Rotaways, powered with 165 horsepower, modified Volkswagen engine.
No way.
So sounds like they're gonna 96 the meeting and not move it. That's their choice. Yeah. So maybe that's the way they want to go. It's going to be up to them. But it sounds like this is going to be a meeting anymore, and they're just going to reconvene at a later date, try to figure out some issues.
We certainly appreciate you guys coming out.
Of course. Happy to.
Lowered the blood pressure quite a bit. You guys rolled in. It's good. Excellent.
All right.
Thank you, gentlemen.
No, of course. We're happy to come out.
Y'all have a good day.
All right. Have a great one.
You guys want to make an announcement to everyone?
Yes, sir. And I'll pass the note along with the taxiway.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you all.
Your hanger, I'm Judy.
Later, bro.
Okay, Judy. Well, I don't yet, but I heard I do anyways. I don't know.
Hey, there you can run to the potty and
Will you install?
They're going to sit here and face the other way. Danny, please just sit here and film what happens and don't get in their face. But they're going to face the other direction, and we're going to hold the meeting.
All right. Carol, do you volunteer to be on the legal committee too? Well, Bruce and I did, and I even threw Curly's name out there, and they said no. No. Hey, so you're gonna have to get your phone if I start losing charge. The only item I care about is the legal committee. A cute dog. Hi, buddy.
3 months away now.
I'm gonna let you sit there. You're not going anywhere. Wow. Oh shit.
I suggest that we send them to you. Give them a training on that if they want to continue. Otherwise,
Go ahead.